Hello, lovelies! Long time no speak. So this is my full moon series, and you might wonder why is there daylight? Because I tried recording this in the night and it didn't quite work out. So I want to guide you through two parts, and we'll say these are like the ingredients and preparation in daytime, and then we'll go through the execution of the process no in the night. So what are you gonna need? Because I want to say like a few things that you need. So you basically need 5 things. Five. So one, a candle. And I chose this candle because I have it for quite a while and it's just like really pretty. No, it has like blue and yellow and it sort of becomes green, and I think it's gonna be perfect for this. So I chose this candle, but we'll talk about that. So pretty much a candle. You also need this like paper. It can be the straw paper, no, that it's like a brown color. And you also need, for example, I have this like long wooden stick. But actually this one is the one that you can do without. Like if you have your simple nail, that would do, and you don't need to have long nails either, so you're fine. So 1, 2, 3, you need an herb, preferably in powder mode. Here I have rosemary, which in Spanish is romero. And you also need an oil, which I have laurel here. I think you can barely see the name, but yeah, and this is my essential oil. So yeah, those are our ingredients. So what we're gonna do is 3 steps on this candle. Actually 4 steps. In magic, when you're like preparing a candle, there are like those 3 basic steps plus the consecration itself, let's say. So the first step will be to mark it. Now, there are many ways to mark a candle, and trust me, you can do it with your simple fingernail, or if you have these or some other tool, to mark it. Preferably a natural tool, but that's up to you. Again, I want this to be like specific enough so you know what to do, but also flexible enough to give you room, to do what you want and to use the things that you have, especially in these days, like I don't want people to rushing or getting stuff that they don't have. I would say like look around what you have and use that. I'm pretty sure that you have a candle there. Like it doesn't matter, it can be a small candle, it can be a huge candle. The size actually depends on how long are you prepared for these to be consuming. So why I chose these colors? Okay, one crucial part when you're doing a spell is the purity of intention. Now, the purity of intention is, the simpler it is, the better. So if you do it has to be pure, therefore the name, purity of intention. And it has to be simple, or I recommend it being simple. So this is actually gonna be a candle for strengthening my immune system. So that's like a simple phrase. Don't do that ants, or don't do it negative. No, do an affirmation, short affirmation, like one verb, one subject, that's it. You could use, for example, I don't know, strengthen the immunity system for my family, sure. But again, this is gonna be just for me, and this is what I chose this color because it has the bluish, it has a yellow, it has a green. And again, this depends on how you do the color association, but for example, for health, of course, green, yellow, or a simple white candle will do. I would say orange, it depends. But I think like these colors, especially with the golden here, I really like it. And I've been wanting to use this candle for quite a while. Now, some candles are like already prepared, like they already have like herbs and oils in them, and you can add your own or just let them be, as long as you have your purity of intention. Now, how I was taught how to mark this is to make a spiral. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a spiral, which is gonna be a very short spiral. So I'm gonna do another one here. And I'll just let it like be like natural, like I just let it go where it wants. It would usually be like spirally all around. And I think I want to do another one here. This is basically what we're doing, is like impregnating our energy into the candle, and that is what we want. Yeah, I like those. Okay, so I have multiple like sort of spirals here. It's kind of like weird, but go with the flow. Now, another thing that I choose is like here, no, I mark a sign that for me represents the male aspect of the deity, and then here the female, just to have those two energies, no, helping for the purpose of this candle. And then in the center you can do like a symbol that represents health to you, which I guess in this case I'm gonna go for a protection rune. And runes go really, really great with candle magic, no? Because it's like fire activated. So that's why you need like the paper. Well, that and the herb as well. So now I've marked it, and for example, you can also write, no? And you will write it from the top of the candle, no? So the top to the bottom, because that's how it's gonna get consumed. So you're gonna write the intention there. I'm gonna write it in Spanish. No, so in Spanish is fortalecer mi sistema inmune. Or strengthen my immune system. If you run out of space, that's fine, just continue. And there are people who repeat this, so we're gonna do that.
I'm gonna repeat it 3 times. So that's 2. And 1 more time.
And this is for obvious reasons, no? We're in the middle of a pandemic, so I wanna strengthen my immune system. I just love the colors there. Maybe that's why I haven't used it, because it's a really beautiful candle. There we go. So now all my candle is marked, what we call mark, and that's step 1 in the candle. And we're gonna I'm just removing, no, the excess of wax, no, that was removed through the carving. You know? And I'm just gonna put this aside as well. The second step is gonna be to apply the oil. Now I chose this oil because it's like good luck, and it also strengthens the purposes of the herb, which is the rosemary. And rosemary is an excellent herb for anything health related, and it's also your pretty much your Joker card, no, for any herb. So you can actually use rosemary for pretty much anything. So I have here, and you can see, no, it's powdery, which I love. So I'm gonna, if you could smell it, it really smells good. And this is laurel. I hope that's the correct word in English. If not, I'll correct myself. So what you want to do is, well, what I was taught is mark it from the middle up. So I just applied, no, like couple drops on my fingers, and I am applying from the middle up, and I'm saying for the god, like por el Dios, no, which is I'm like invoking that male aspect of the energy. I'm also gonna put a little bit on top of here, and then I'm gonna put it down, and I just say by the goddess, no, por la diosa. and also at the base. So now I have that, and now I'm gonna just put some powder. Oop. I'm gonna put this so it doesn't get contaminated. And I'm just gonna roll it. So you just roll it there, and you can hit it. Now, so you can remove the excess, and then roll it again. And you can apply more powder, no, or to wherever you think it's needed. But that's basically what we want. So those are the 3 steps, no? Like carving or marking it, oiling it, and then applying this herb on our candle. And now our candle is almost ready to be light and hot, and it conveys, it strengthens. Like, you can actually just think about the purity of intention and light a candle, but when you do all these steps, no, and you're integrating so other elements, like it's making you focus and like sort of like attach more energy to the candle. And trust me, like these candles are like really, really good. So what I'm gonna do that, but I cannot show it, but it's like I'm gonna hold this, no, at the level of my forehead, and then I'm gonna clearly think about my intention. And you think about it, I'd say at least 3 times, like meditate a little on it, no, like really imagining, no, how your strengthened immune system looks like, no, so you can imagine yourself, I don't know, like in a forest, no, I imagine like with a waterfall and being carefree and being like super healthy, no, like throughout the whole year. So I'm gonna imagine that now. And you also repeat the phrase in your mind, or you can say it out loud if you want to as well. So now the candle is ready. Yay! And this will be a 2-part. So I will see you later tonight to actually light this and chat a little. So see you. Bye. So welcome to the second part. I want to keep this brief because I think the first part was long enough. So I don't want to make this video like too long. So here, as you can see, I light my candle. Now, just I think 2 clarifications, which is I said that the oil that I use is laurel, which is the name in Spanish, laurel. I think that is also a name in English, but the most common name for that is bay leaf. So I think that's most commonly used. And that is a great oil, no, to use for this health. And also, actually, funny enough, for money, but I guess, I mean, it's connected to earth, no? So we relate, like, the body and money and all that. And the other thing is, like, I want to mention, like, why do we light candles at night? And that's mainly because we want this light to be the only light. So when you're in the daylight, you have, hopefully, enough sun, no? So that's like a too powerful light. So especially when you are like doing a spell or doing a consecration or something, you want the candlelight to be the only light, and that's basically why we do this at night. I think for this spell you can also use some stones. So I have here some amethyst, no, that I have there, or you could use your moonstone, our lovely moonstone. Or again, no, any stone, I don't know, I think amethyst is really good, especially for health, and I mean, the moonstone, because we're also using the moon energy. So you could I don't know, use incense or any other tool that you use, no? Maybe the image of a deity, or maybe a rune, or maybe a tarot card, an oracle card. Whatever works for you and whatever feels right. Again, you can keep it as simple as you want, and you can like add elements to it. As long as it feels true to yourself, then go for it. So happy full moon, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, lovelies.